The future of Earth, confronting the devastating impacts of global warming. Global warming, a result of human-induced greenhouse gas emissions, poses a significant threat to our planet and its delicate ecosystems. As temperatures continue to rise, the world must grapple with the dire consequences that lie ahead. In this video, we will explore the potential future impacts of global warming on Earth, from extreme weather events to the loss of biodiversity and the displacement of millions of people. It is crucial that we understand the severity of these threats and take immediate action to mitigate and adapt to this global crisis. 1. Rising temperatures and heat waves. As global warming progresses, temperatures will continue to rise, leading to more frequent and intense heat waves. Heat waves can have devastating effects on human health, causing heat-related illnesses and even death. Vulnerable populations, such as the elderly and young children, are particularly at risk due to their reduced ability to regulate body temperature. Moreover, increased temperatures can also result in the loss of agricultural productivity, leading to food shortages and higher prices. This could exacerbate global hunger and inequality, affecting the most vulnerable communities around the world. Heat stress also impacts wildlife, disrupting their habitats and altering ecosystems. As temperatures rise, certain species may struggle to adapt, leading to changes in migration patterns, shifts in habitats, and potential loss of biodiversity. In addition to terrestrial heat waves, rising temperatures also contribute to the warming of our oceans, leading to coral bleaching and the loss of marine biodiversity. 2. Melting ice caps and rising sea levels. One of the most visible consequences of global warming is the melting of ice caps and glaciers. This phenomenon directly contributes to rising sea levels, threatening coastal communities and low-lying islands. The loss of land due to flooding and erosion could displace millions of people, leading to a global humanitarian crisis. Beyond human displacement, the loss of polar ice also impacts wildlife, such as polar bears, seals, and penguins, who rely on these habitats for survival. The loss of these iconic species could have far-reaching ecological consequences, disrupting marine food chains and altering ecosystems. Additionally, the melting of land-based ice contributes to the overall increase in ocean volume, which can lead to saltwater intrusion into freshwater sources, impacting agriculture and drinking water supplies for coastal communities. Rising sea levels also increase the risk of coastal erosion and saltwater intrusion into coastal groundwater, affecting agriculture, infrastructure, and ecosystems. Furthermore, the melting of permafrost, which stores large amounts of carbon, can release additional greenhouse gases into the atmosphere, further exacerbating global warming. 3. Extreme weather events. Global warming is also associated with an increase in extreme weather events such as hurricanes, cyclones, droughts, wildfires, and heavy rainfall events. These events can cause widespread destruction, leading to loss of life, infrastructure damage, and economic instability. Developing countries, in particular, will bear the brunt of these events, exacerbating existing inequalities and increasing social and economic disparities. In addition to the physical damage caused by these events, the psychological toll on affected communities is significant, leading to increased mental health challenges and trauma. Extreme weather events also have cascading effects on agriculture, water resources, and public health. Changes in precipitation patterns can lead to floods and droughts, impacting the availability of clean drinking water and agricultural productivity. The increased frequency and intensity of wildfires can lead to the destruction of forests, releasing vast amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere and further contributing to global warming. These events also disrupt ecosystems, leading to habitat loss, species displacement, and changes in species interactions. Additionally, extreme weather events can lead to the disruption of critical infrastructure, including power grids, transportation networks, and communication systems, further exacerbating the impacts on human societies. 4. Loss of biodiversity. The Earth's delicate ecosystems are under immense pressure due to global warming. As temperatures rise, many plant and animal species will struggle to adapt, leading to reduced biodiversity and potential extinction. This loss of biodiversity not only disrupts ecosystems but also impacts human well-being by threatening food security, clean water sources, and natural resources. Ecosystems provide vital services such as pollination, water purification, and climate regulation. The loss of these services will have far-reaching consequences for human societies, including reduced crop yields, increased vulnerability to natural disasters, and loss of cultural and recreational values tied to biodiversity. Moreover, the decline in biodiversity can disrupt ecosystems' ability to recover from disturbances and reduce their overall resilience. This can result in the loss of ecosystem services that support human livelihoods and contribute to economic development. The loss of biodiversity also affects the stability and productivity of ecosystems, as species play unique roles in maintaining ecosystem structure and function. It is important to note that biodiversity loss is not limited to terrestrial ecosystems but also affects marine and freshwater ecosystems, further impacting the health and resilience of our planet. 5. Ocean acidification. Increasing levels of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere not only contribute to global warming but also lead to ocean acidification. As the oceans absorb more CO2, the pH level decreases, making the water more acidic. This poses a significant threat to marine life, such as coral reefs, shellfish, and other organisms that rely on calcium carbonate for their shells and skeletons. Coral reefs, often referred to as the rainforests of the sea, provide habitats for countless marine species and protect coastlines from erosion. The loss of coral reefs could have cascading effects on marine ecosystems and the livelihoods of coastal communities. Ocean acidification also impacts the health and productivity of fisheries, affecting the livelihoods of millions of people who depend on them. The loss of coral reefs and other marine habitats also means the loss of potential sources for new medicines and scientific discoveries. Additionally, ocean acidification affects the growth and survival of phytoplankton, the base of the marine food chain, impacting the entire ocean ecosystem. This disruption in marine ecosystems can have far-reaching consequences for global food security and the functioning of the Earth's carbon cycle. 6. Health impacts. Global warming also has far-reaching consequences for human health. The spread of vector-borne diseases, such as malaria and dengue fever, is likely to increase as warmer temperatures create more favorable conditions for disease-carrying insects. Additionally, air pollution, exacerbated by global warming, can worsen respiratory conditions and lead to an increase in cardiovascular diseases. Heat-related illnesses, such as heat stroke and dehydration, will become more prevalent, especially in regions with limited access to healthcare and resources. These health impacts will further strain healthcare systems and disproportionately affect marginalized communities. Mental health challenges, including anxiety and depression, may also increase due to the stress and trauma associated with climate-related events and displacement. Furthermore, the health impacts of global warming extend beyond physical health. Indigenous communities and marginalized groups often face unique cultural, social, and historical vulnerabilities that make them more susceptible to the adverse effects of climate change. The loss of traditional lands, cultural heritage, and connections to nature can have profound impacts on their mental and emotional well-being. Additionally, the increased frequency and intensity of natural disasters can lead to the disruption of healthcare infrastructure and services, further exacerbating the health impacts on affected communities. Conclusion. The future of Earth hangs in the balance as global warming continues to escalate. The devastating impacts outlined in this video are not distant possibilities but rather harsh realities that we must confront. However, it is not too late to take action. By reducing greenhouse gas emissions, transitioning to renewable energy sources, and implementing sustainable practices, we can mitigate the worst effects of global warming. International cooperation and policy changes are essential to address this global crisis effectively. It is our responsibility, as stewards of this planet, to act now and secure a sustainable future for generations to come. Together, we can shape a world where the devastating impacts of global warming are minimized, and the beauty and resilience of our planet are preserved. Let us take this opportunity to protect and restore our Earth, ensuring a livable and thriving planet for future generations. The time to act is now.